Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to show you something new I've learned about the Autel X-star battery and how to charge this without taking the top off. Good evening. Welcome back, folks. What we're going to talk about tonight is the Autel X-star battery and what I recently learned through some people's questions and comments. People's comments before questions were, why can't we charge it through the contacts on the battery? To my understanding and the way this has worked for when I've tried to charge these before is that until you turn the battery on, these 2 points are not energized. So if you wanted to try to charge the battery through these 2 points, you'd have to have enough power in the battery to turn the battery on. And I've even tried connecting the battery as an external source to power these 2 points and provide power to the battery kind of from the outside, an external source, but it won't seem to read the power and turn the battery on. What I did learn though is that I worked with Phantom 3 batteries, Phantom 4 batteries, Phantom 3 batteries. Realized that on the Phantom 4s they have essentially the same or similar 12 pin connections here, and we'll kind of zoom in. So you'll kind of see here with the lighting, there's all these little copper contacts here. Well, those are individual points of contact, kind of like the same thing as the Phantom 4. They're individual points of contact. Each one of these, like as you group them together, they're the individual cells, and there's some other data interfaces from the battery itself. On the Phantom 3 board, though, the Phantom 3 only has these 2 points of contact that this reads the data off the battery, and the drone itself is interpreting what the information is. So the drone of a Phantom 3 does not read the individual cells and other information. It reads just what the 2 data ports are from the battery to explain to the drone everything that's going on with the battery. But interestingly enough, the Autel X-star battery and the Phantom 4 battery have the similar multiple pin connections that allow you to read the individual cells and other data from the battery. So what I learned with this is that checking on my voltmeter, which the only way to easily do this is if you have a voltage meter that you have these long pin probes for your voltage meter. So you can get in here to the individual contacts and check them. Now, the way I kind of figured this out was through a battery that I already had that was charged. So I could go through and check the individual cells and try to figure out what was what. So I realized that you could read in each individual cell, and you could read the power from all of the cells. So I could read what the entire voltage of the battery was and check it and actually even charge it that way. So what I learned from another electronic project I was working on is that I took a 3S lipo battery extension and realized that inside of here there's these metal pin connectors, and these actually are the same size as these square openings down here on the battery. So again, through some trial and error, I realized if I squeeze this with a pair of needle nose pliers, this wire will pull out. So once the wire pulls out, we have these individual little pins. So with the pin, again, you got to get a pair of needle nose pliers or a pair of tweezers to be able to hold these, but you can get them in, kind of hold onto them as such, and then you can actually put them into the little square hole that are on top of that connector like that. So you can kind of see that. I'll turn here with the light and then zoom in a little bit. So this will actually allow me to read whichever individual cell this is with the voltmeter. Again, that's kind of loose, but I was able to find the overall power source of the battery to have the full voltage, and I checked it, and I actually charged these a couple of the batteries up through that connection right there, and I was able to actually charge it again without taking the top off. So while we're working on this, trying to bring the battery up to enough of a charge to allow the Autel X-star charger to pick it up, you may notice a light come on. One thing you'll have to do, if I didn't talk before when we took the cover off, was that sometimes you have to hold the button down to reset the battery to allow it to be seen by the charger as well. So If you hold on the battery for 10 seconds roughly, the battery will cycle itself, and again, hold it until it does the full cycle of the reset. You'll see it turn off, and then it'll look like it's turning on, a flash to turn itself off. That's the reset. So then the battery has basically reset itself, like pushing the restart on your computer. So we have about 11-volt battery as a source. We take off the ground lead off of this, and we're seeing we have about 10.7 volts. So we'll see. Let me grab the charger real quick, and we'll plug it in and see if it takes the charge. So we've got a few going here that we already kind of worked on. So once we get the charger here, plug it in, we'll see the light come on, and then the battery itself should start charging. There we go. So if you plug it in and it doesn't start charging, it just sits there with the LEDs off. Again, hold down the reset button, allow it to reset itself, and then you should be able to plug it in, and it'll pick up the battery and start charging. So these are three new ones that we were testing here, trying to recharge, bring them back. So we'll test them on the drone and see how they do. That kind of shows you how we connected the battery and which pins we were on to be able to charge the battery back up. I would recommend going through, if you can, to check a voltage of a full battery or a working battery to make sure that the pins are right. I have not done a wiring diagram or schematic of this yet. I might be able to do that in the future here. But again, hopefully this gives you an opportunity or the ability to potentially charge the battery without having to, again, take the top off. Kind of monkey with that, maybe not crack the top or the battery case, trying to get that finagled apart. But again, allows you a second way to charge it through the pin connectors here. Again, hopefully you find this video helpful. Leave me any questions or comments below, and we'll see you again soon.